Welcome to the 13th Pan American Wushu Championship, sanctioned by the Pan American Wushu Federation, organized by the Brazilian Kung Fu Wushu Confederation, sponsored by CONFAI, Secretaria de Esportes do Distrito Federal e Governo do Distrito Federal.
Hi everyone, my name is Jade, I'm the mascot, and I'm here to welcome you to the 13th Pan American Wushu Championship.
More than 300 participants. Sanda, Taulu, and for the first time, categories for athletes with disabilities.
Starting first session of Sanda area, bout number 1, from Brazil, Enzo Henrique Campesato da Silva. From USA, Mason Lee.
What? Hello, everyone. We are getting our first bout underway. This is Mark Lorenzo coming to you live from the 13th Pan American Wushu Championships in Brasilia, Brazil.
This is Bidi Villas Boas. I'll be there with you guys all the way.
The two of us are very excited to watch this get underway. We've got some of our smaller fighters coming out.
Well, they're smaller, but they are fighters.
Yeah. And what's great, we're going to see these kids, they have a different rule set slightly as far as head contact. So you won't see the punches and kicks to the head like you would in the adult matches. We like to keep the younger fighters safe while they grow and learn.
Yeah,
but
you better.
But the action is still exciting. You're going to still see them learn the game of Sanda.
Yeah, and they're going to grow doing this for life.
I tell you, I wish I would have started when I was this size.
I started when I was this size.
Did you?
I was 9.
I was like 14, 15 when I started doing martial arts. But to be in the Pan American level by this age is going to be a great experience for them.
Why did you start martial arts, Mark?
Why?
Yeah.
A bunch of reasons. The movies, you know. So I saw Jean-Claude Van Damme was my favorite in the '80s, you know, and Bruce Lee, of course, Kung Fu, and then just wanted to feel strong. You know.
Yeah.
And learn, and it was the first thing I felt like I was good at. You know, so I got in there and I felt
Got you proud.
Yeah, it made me something to be proud of. You know, it was like, wow, I can do this.
I was a scared child.
Mm-hmm.
So martial arts helped me to build the courage in me. So I owe all my life to this sport.
I agree. I had a similar thing too. You know, some bullies at school.
Yeah,
and things like that, and all of a sudden, and it's funny. I thought I'll learn this martial arts and I'll fight them. And then the funny thing is, I learned martial arts and then I didn't have to fight. Right?
Exactly what happens.
I carried myself with more confidence. I knew I didn't have to fight. So it's pretty incredible. I think we're just getting all of the judging materials ready, making sure everything's ready for scoring. In Sanda, we will have scoring done by sideline judges. There's 5 of them around the ring, so they will be scoring the punches and kicks as they see them, and this way we get all the angles. So obviously each judge isn't going to see every piece of the action. Sometimes something's obstructed. So that's why we have the 5 judges. And then the referee on the platform, we actually call them a platform judge. You'll see them do some hand signals when certain action comes, and we'll explain what those are. And basically what they're doing is they're signaling the takedowns for points and any penalties or things like that.
I see.
So,
I see.
Yeah.
And how do the point works?
So basically, Sanda's pretty simple as far as score: 1 point or 2 points.
I see.
And positive scoring system. So
Mhm.
it's whoever has the most points wins each round.
Mhm.
So kicks
Wins the round.
wins the round,
Okay.
and then whoever wins 2 rounds wins the match. So it will not go to a third round unless each fighter has won 1 round.
Uh-huh.
So if you win 2 in a row, that's it. First to 2. The scoring is punch to the head is 1 point, punch to the body is 1 point, kick to the head or body is 2 points, and a kick to the leg, inner or outer thigh above the knee is 1 point. You can also kick to the calf and sweep, but they will not score. So if you kick below the knee, it's not a penalty, but you do not score.
But if the guy goes down,
But if he goes down, if you
Rodriguez.
take down your opponent by tripping them, throwing them, if they go down to the ground and you do not touch the mat at all,
Platform judge
it's
Aglenio
2 points.
Rodriguez.
If you go down with them, like a wrestling move, you go down with
Yeah.
them, 1 point.
let's see.
And finally, the lay tie that we just saw our platform judge go up on, if you push them off the mat, that is 2 points.
Bout number
His
1,
late time
red
referee
corner
his
from
name is
Brazil,
Aglenio. He used
Enzo
to
da
be
Silva.
a fighter. Very
blue
good
corner
fighter.
from United
What you
States,
find with a lot of our
Mason Lee.
officials, they're former athletes. Look at this. Guys, I
Oh,
love it.
that's cute. That's cute.
So we've got
let's
great,
let's get it on.
great sportsmanship with these guys out of the gate.
First round.
A little bit of gamesmanship.
Yeah.
Ah.
They look like Sanda.
It's a little hesitant to get started. It's a
How
first
far?
fight. So what that is an appointed attack. Because they weren't going, the ref says you have to do something.
Whoa! Look at
So that is 1 point for
Hofa.
blue for
Catch.
Mason Lee from the U.S.
Ding.
I think it was nothing.
Hofa.
Oh, he gave a point.
And so
Catch.
it's hard to see from the angles. And
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
we trust the referees, the platform judge to call the action. Looks like a 2-point front kick to the body there.
Ding.
Now they have 2 seconds to complete a takedown, or
Catch.
the referee will stop and say ting, which means to stop, and then kasher means to fight again.
It's nice to keep the action going.
Yeah, Sanda is a fast-paced sport. For any of you fighters out there that have done other
Ting.
arts, that's going to be 1 point, I believe. For
One from red, right? Yeah.
Lava.
So this hand signal is
Catch.
down first. He's pointing at blue is down first, red gets it. But yes, you can see the pace so quick. We're coming to the end of the round,
Ding.
and that's going to be 1 point for blue.
Hofa.
Exactly.
Very good.
Blue scored.
Very good. I think blue took it, but it was close.
In my opinion, it was a very nice to start, huh?
This is a high-level match. For
I
such
know.
young
I
fighters.
know.
Also,
Not easy to find fighters this age doing this kind of job.
So Enzo, who is in red from Brazil, he was defending a lot of the takedowns, making it very hard. Mason was doing the headlock takedown, pulling him over, but you see Enzo almost squashed that. And if he squashed
Long
it,
time.
he's going to get 1 point.
Did he win?
So they call for
I didn't see the call.
we have one. It's for blue.
Blue.
Lanfong.
Okay. Okay.
Lanfong. Blue fighter. That's what they're calling.
Yeah.
When they say Lanfong. And so we can see on the board there, U.S. 1, Brazil 0. So that's the rounds.
Mason.
Mason
Mason.
Lee.
Mason Lee.
And a whistle for the platform referee. He's going to call them back up. Oh,
This.
I think we might have a fighter injured. If he does not answer the call, the fight will go to Mason. Oh, it's unfortunate. I don't think we have a major injury. Maybe the wind knocked out of him, or maybe
Probably he's just tired.
Hurt-
Yeah.
hurt
It
something?
looks like he's tired.
yeah.
Side check
And we
walk.
have this
Long
sometimes with
function.
younger fighters, you know, they get emotional.
happens.
It's okay.
No
And
pressure.
he should be so proud. Enzo had such a good match. I'm only sad that we didn't get to see the second round. I hope he's okay. And
Look how nice. He goes there to check his friend. Everything's okay. This is all about the sports,
this
man.
is it. This is it. I tell you, these kids just showed such honor and just the representation of the sport at that age. I mean, I feel like I'm getting choked up.
I get goosebumps. See?
Bout number 2.
It doesn't get
In the
any
red
better
corner
than that.
from
No,
Brazil,
no.
That's the
Heitor
understanding.
Modesto
More important than winning or
Rodriguez.
losing.
In the blue corner
Go,
from
you
Brazil,
hug your opponent
Juan
afterwards, you bow,
Pires
and
Maciel
touch
Santos.
gloves, you bow to their coach. You know, just the respect.
Yeah, understanding they are talking about the sport.
Platform judge, Sergio Agüero.
And he's calling our fighters. We have exhibition bout in red from Brazil,
Heitor Rodriguez in red.
and in blue.
You got Juan Santos.
So, an exhibition bout means that for these fighters, a lot of times for the youth, it's hard to find people in their same age group or close enough weight officially.
First
So
round.
we still give them a bout, but it doesn't count towards the record. So
I see.
technically, they will both win their division,
Uh-huh.
but they didn't have a competitor. So this still gives them the experience, and we can see
Which is the most important, right?
absolutely, and you can see they deserve to be out here. Yeah, it's a good match still. Headlock takedown attempt. And we have 1 point for blue for takedown. And again, the youth, children are not allowed to strike to the head. So that's why you're seeing them punch to the chest and kick to the body.
Uh-huh.
We want to keep them safe.
Do they get points off if they punch to the head?
Usually they'll just get a warning.
Uh-huh.
We try, as long as it's not too aggressive, like intentional. Sometimes accidents happen. It's okay. That's 1 point for red for a headlock takedown. So these guys are tying up high and grabbing the head and pulling down.
Uh-huh.
It's good strategy. Both trying to land kicks, nothing scoring so much with that. And a lay tie tip, and he gets it.
Yeah, good job. Good play.
So Heitor gets the off lay tie. That's worth 2 points. Oh,
Whoop.
and
There's a clean shot.
2 points for blue because red lost his balance. Oh no! And again,
2 points again.
2 points again. That's very good for blue. Those are some definitive scoring strikes or techniques. Let's see who takes it. So Juan, I think might have.
TG, long farm.
Oh, blue,
Blue.
blue.
Because of those two falls.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I meant to say was blue, and with the push out was very good.
Yeah.
But then to slip, it's equal. So as far as points.
Uh-huh.
So
And
going
he got 2 in a row.
2 in a row, 4 points, and that's tough to come back from in Sanda. You know, it's a lot of
4
score.
points, a lot of
You
it's
don't
a
wanna
lot
lose
of
that.
scores.
But that's the sport. It's so fast. You know, things can turn on a dime. You can be up and then suddenly down. Also, the old rules didn't do this, but in the past few years, they updated it in a great way, I think, is that the techniques are compounding.
Uh-huh.
So if you side kick someone and they fall down, and you land the side kick to the body, the side kick's 2 points,
And they
the
fall
knockdown
down.
is 2 points. So 4 points very quickly.
Yeah.
So striking is still, we see these takedowns being effective, but striking is still very valid too.
in the past, a strike like this would be 3 points, would be a perfect strike.
Second
So
round.
you get the strike and then the additional point for the fall.
Red looks very amped up. Wants to wants
Wants
to
to
capitalize
catch
a little
back.
more. Yeah, yeah. He knows he did pretty well and then had some mistakes, maybe. You know, a couple slips. Letting it go a little long here. There we go. The split. Nothing much clean so far. And red.
1 point.
1 point. So you see them holding and striking. And that is legal, but it does not score. So any strike while you're in the clinch, when they hold, you can punch, you can kick, but it doesn't
score.
But hey, if it damages your opponent, you do it.
Helps you.
2 points.
Now it was the blue who's
down.
lost his balance.
Yes. See, a good kick catch, but he couldn't capitalize. Separating kick. That's some smart strategy coming here from such young fighters. You see that understanding, distance control, starting to get that, and separating to score your strike.
Yeah, they run from the clinch and then they strike.
And almost off the lay tie, but stayed in. Let's see if we get a third round. I think we might.
Probably.
Third round.
We got a third round.
So already the two first fights are very exciting action from these young fighters.
It looks to me that we're gonna have a very exciting tournament.
I mean, if you figure this is where we're starting, it's only going to get hotter as the day goes on, right? And this is exciting for round 3. So everything on the line now, right? It's like nothing's happened. Basically, this round is the fight, right? Whatever happened, these two fighters just have to get the game plan in their head, be precise, and for both of them, you can see balance was the issue.
Yes.
Was the deciding factor. So they really need to stay balanced, keep their feet under them. The rules are if you touch anything other than your 2 feet. So even if you just touch your glove down, that is down. The other opponent is not allowed to strike you when you're down. They can't kick you and knock you out or anything like that. So once you're down, that's 2 points, whatever the way it comes.
It's a clean fall.
A clean fall, if it's clean. So, you can't put your hand down even. And for sometimes you notice the small fighters, it's almost more of a problem because they're so much closer to the ground. The gloves seem so big. Sometimes they touch the floor very quickly and easily. If you're just joining us, we are live at the 13th Pan American Wushu Championships in Brasilia. Our third round here in an exhibition match between 2 Brazilian fighters.
And I would like to invite you to follow us in our social media, CBKW.
Third round.
And here we go. Good catch. Can he complete a takedown? Good hop.
2 seconds.
Good defense. Yes. Wow.
Nothing happened. Smart, huh?
Yeah, he keeps hopping to keep his balance, but also so he can't trip the leg. Good. We're getting some body kicks in there. Clinching and a headlock attempt. But that's going to be blue.
Yeah.
Blue got the takedown there. And we see red was trying the headlock takedown, but blue was able to hold ground and drive red to the ground. Separate and strike, smart strategy. This is a close bout. An attempt to push off the lay tie. So what we're seeing here, he's just giving him a warning to not punch to the head. Blue threw one right cross to the head there And I think it was unintentional, just heat of the moment, and so they're just warning them not to do that.
It's part of the rules for the
For the
youth,
children.
right?
Yes, for the children. No head contact. Oh wow, they're going for the end. Oh, good. Red's transitioning. Saw he didn't have the takedown. Tried for a inside leg sweep for a trip, but couldn't complete it. This is a. There it is. That's time.
It's
That was a close bout. Both fighters should be very proud of that performance. I don't know. who we
let's
have.
see what's gonna happen now.
第三局，红方
Red.
Whoa!
Wow. That was very close. It can be very hard. Some of you might be watching. Oh, what's scoring? It can be very hard for judges, as a judge, to score the youth.
Yes.
They shorter limbs. They don't generate the same power. And so our criteria.
赛结果
strikes should
红方
be
胜。
to an effective area. They should make a sound. They should displace the body. But with children, it's much harder to see that criteria. So I think the judges made a good call here, but it was close. That could have gone either way. Both these fighters need to be.
I completely agree with you.
You know, these guys are going to be amazing as they age. I mean,
You
he's
bet.
Starting out,
You bet.
This,
Bout number
this makes me
3.
excited for the sport of Samba.
And the
Red
parents
side
should be very
from
proud
Brazil,
too.
Moisés Ribeiro da Silva.
Yeah.
Blue side from Brazil, Brian Gladson Gomes Alves.
As you guys can see, they are growing.
Yeah, so
Platform judge,
with the
Jesus
smallest fighters, it
Gutierrez.
goes lightest to heaviest in all the tournament style. So you see the fighters, yes, they will all grow as we go. Again, we have a match of Brazil versus Brazil. This is an exhibition match. And the age, it's hard to match up the ages and the weights at that age. There can be such a difference in size.
We got Moisés in red and Brian in blue. They're both Brazilian.
Saluting each other with the palm and open palm. And salute.
First round.
Touch of gloves, good sportsmanship to start off the round. Good body kick, that was 2 points. Nice catch. And completes it for 2 points. So, looks like a 2-2 bout from what I've seen so far.
Yeah. You can see that their behavior is not child behavior anymore. They already look like adults.
Yes, that measured, pick your shots, score. Oh, both. Oh, okay, so Hong Kong down first, so Red is down first. That was close, it almost might be
Yeah.
a no score, but Red did touch down.
It's hard to judge, huh?
We saw a leg kick. Now you see them in open stance, so Red is orthodox stance, Blue is southpaw. But Blue is switched, so that can be confusing as the opponent. A pointed attack, they're just being told that they need to fight. Nice body kick attempt there.
Moisés tried overhand.
They're swinging with intent.
Yeah.
And that's why you see them hesitant. They have to respect each other. And you hear the countdown for the last 10 seconds of the round. And time, there's the gong. Again, another close bout. These are good matches. And we have Blue on 4 judges' cards, Red on 1.
It looked to me
Egypt.
as the blue was
Long farm.
secure about it because he was kind of calm at the end of the fight.
It looked to me that Blue got a few more kicks into the body. Red would try to catch, and hold, but
Yeah.
it didn't complete the takedown. So if you take the hit and it's effective, it's 2 points for the kick.
You get the point.
So it's
You lose the point,
you
right?
lose- Yeah, the other side gets the points, and then if you don't get a takedown, you kind of don't get the points. back.
Uh-huh.
So it's a tough game to play. Sometimes you have to ditch trying to catch and just start block and strike. You know, if
I
your
see.
catching is not working, because if you're catching and it's still hitting you, and
Uh-huh.
your arm's not in the way, then you lose those points. But this is still anyone's fight. You can tell they are close in level,
Uh-huh.
in skill. So this is
Second round.
still anyone's match. Red needs to win this round to go on and get a
Let's
third
see
round.
how Red's gonna do himself.
Smarties. Yes, they're experienced. So you see he's trying started with quick roundhouse kick to the leg. There's a
Yeah.
good leg kick. He's playing smart.
Good stance.
And that's what he wanted all day.
Yeah, he got a clean one. Maybe now he finds timing and gets better.
Yeah, and it can be confusing too. It's southpaw. Get fighting. So what do you do? Another one.
Okay. He tried to do the clean fall, but he didn't make it. It's still 1 point.
You want two, and then you take one, right?
Better than zero.
Better than zero.
Again.
And 2 points. Red is dominating this bout now. He's found his rhythm. Good instructions.
Yeah. Sanda is a game. It's not just a fight. So you have to watch for the distance, how to step, the timing.
Right at the end, definitely Red.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be surprised if not.
Well,
Your gym. On femme.
I believe these fighters, I don't have their age, but I believe these are junior fighters, and they are allowed.
already
I believe they are allowed one strike to the head
one strike without.
continuous.
I see.
So you see, they were firing shots more towards the head, not getting the point. I believe they are old enough that that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent coach.
For sure.
Red come back and turn around.
He turned around the fight.
And you see he had a strategy, he had a plan, and really prepared.
Now the blue corner is trying to reverse.
It's hard, you know. Does Red have the momentum?
Uh-huh.
Now, well, it's either one that figures out slow start, or
The blue feels like I can do it. I won the first one. I can do it again.
Third round.
Yeah.
The thing I will say, Red doesn't look tired. Sometimes the person gets real tired trying to take that second round.
Uh-huh.
But he doesn't seem tired. So this is a tight fight. A good kick and counter kick to the leg. You see Blue retract the kick fast now. He's not overcommitting.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying to change it up.
The red one is waiting for him to kick, so he's.
Yep. Oh, goes in. And
Oh.
Both down. No score for that. Oh, 2 points.
2 points.
Smart.
2
2
points.
Front kick. Side kick, 2 points for Red. Now.
Smart kick.
Yeah. Missed. Going in for the takedown, trying to get a fireman's carry. He gets a takedown. 2 points. This is good for Red. He's starting to build a little. He can keep on it. Smart to attack fast, too. And good sprawl. Blue avoids the takedown.
Good job for the blue.
2 points again. And 1 point takedown. Maybe 2 on there. Oh, but he slips. That could have been very costly. They're right at the end
That's
here.
gonna be. Well,
I think Red took
what
it.
do you think?
I think Red took it.
I
but
agree
it's
with you.
close.
I agree with you, Mark.
And
It's unanimous.
Unanimous Red. But a very good fight. You can
Very
see
good
how
fight.
it turns on a dime.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Sandro.
One
Confirm.
mistake, slip, and then the
And-
momentum goes, right? But again, both fighters should hold their heads high. This was an excellent demonstration for the junior samba.
Yeah, so far, so good.
Sai Jae Kwon, Hong Feng Shan.
So you hear a Hong Feng Chan, red fighter. Okay, now we're going to go into some of the female athletes.
Bianca
Yes,
in red.
and Shay from the U.S. in blue.
Okay,
So we have
let's see.
Brazil versus USA.
It's a
This is-
final match.
Yes, a final match. So what that means is that there was not
Bout
many people in
number
that division.
4.
So they are going for gold and silver.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate. So
Red side from
Big deal.
Brazil,
Big deal.
Bianca
get a warm-up
Macedo
fight. You gotta
Martins.
go for the gold in
Blue
the first
side
fight.
from United States, Shia Scarborough.
It's interesting that the professional fights, they train like for 4 months to do one fight.
Yeah.
And here, sometimes you get in a tournament,
Yeah.
you
Platform
do 4
judge,
fights in 2
Four
days.
fights.
Aglenio Alves.
Morning and afternoon.
Yeah.
You get a lunch break. So those of you that have never fought, imagine going on your lunch break to recover from a morning fight and knowing going back to work after lunch break is to get an afternoon fight.
And you know what worse is the following day.
Yes.
When you wake up,
Sore.
sore.
And it's hard. These fighters, they have to build their adrenaline up time and time again and be ready to go. So, all right.
Gigi.
First
Debate.
And
round.
I
Push.
believe we're going to be under junior rules again, by judging by the size. So I believe it's one strike to the head.
Wow. She,
Good side kick.
she
Hofa.
looks confident.
Push.
She looks confident.
So we saw the roundhouse kick feigning into the side kick. She's setting it up again. Oh!
Jing.
Wow.
Hofa.
Wow. Blue is dominant.
Push.
Good kick defense.
Jing.
No point. So the ref had called Ting before off the lay tie, but
Lafa.
our
Push.
our chief referee is overturning that. Said the action was in motion. So even though they called Ting, she was already falling.
I
is
see.
what they
I
said
see.
there.
I see.
And
Ting!
wow.
She gets a very
Hofa.
nice leg work.
Yeah, the side
Push.
kick.
Yeah.
And you see her pushing away with her arms, understanding she's the longer fighter. Keep the distance and kick, right? Obviously, that is working. Keep going to that well. But good punches coming in from Brazil.
Jing.
She understands she needs to close
Uh-huh.
the distance. She needs
Push.
to good side kick again. Good roundhouse by Brazil and good counter by U.S.
The Brazilian coach probably is gonna talk to her, to his
Good cross.
good cross. The Brazilian coach.
Jing. Hofa. Jing.
That's it.
Mark, what would you say to the Brazilian athlete if you were her
Yeah.
coach?
So if I'm Brazil's coach,
PG,
she needs
Lampam.
to close the distance, and she needs to watch for that lifting of the foot for the side kick and not fall for the first kick, that feint of a roundhouse kick into side kick.
Uh-huh.
So she's lifting the leg like she's going to throw a leg kick for a roundhouse kick and then throwing the side kick. It's a high level trick,
Technique.
technique to do. So she's got to kind of play in and out, bait that, and then go. And she needs to block off that side kick and close the distance. She can't eat them. She's getting hit so squarely that's why she's losing her balance. She
Uh-huh.
is trying to come in, but that kick hits her body, and her legs go forward, her head goes forward, her
Uh-huh.
body doesn't come, and she goes backwards.
I see.
So it's a tough one. This one's a tough one. She's going to need to circle some more and try to close that distance. When she threw her right cross, very hard punch, probably the best punch I think landed there at the very end
Uh-huh.
by Brazil. So that's where she might want to live, trying to land those punches and make it a dirtier fight.
I see.
This outside technical fight, obviously, Blue is experienced at that long kick game.
I think that if Red works a little bit with the grabbing
Yeah.
and taking down,
Yeah.
it's gonna work.
We call it
Judge.
punch.
Second round.
Push.
And wrestle, make it a little uglier. There she goes. She knows the. Yep. She listens.
Jing.
To us. She listens to us. Punch and then grab.
Push.
And the grab is smart. Even though she doesn't get the takedown, she doesn't get kicked. right? It
Chich.
stalls the fight.
Wow, good.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Ching.
it works.
Good job. Good job.
Lanfa. Cash.
Wow, what an amazing turnaround, right? Blue so dominant first round, red coming back. It's gonna be tough because Blue's got to think about, you get rattled. You feel like you're on the king or queen of the ring. and
Yeah.
Suddenly they come back and do this.
I'm not anymore.
Yeah. It can be shocking. It can be hard to adjust. Good, she's getting her kicks. Nice.
Ching.
And that's gonna be for Blue.
Lanfa. Hofa.
Stuffing the
Guys.
takedown, pushing red to the back. But red still has the right idea. Good side kick now. Blue's finding her rhythm.
Yeah,
calming
she,
down.
Red lost the distance again.
Also, it's tiring for Red. She's got to do so much work to get in and try
Yeah.
and wrestle. So it can be, as I say that, I see she's got fire in her punches still.
Good
Ching.
job. Good takedown.
1 point takedown.
Lanfa.
I think that Red
Cash.
got this round.
I don't know. I think Blue might have.
Let's see.
For the kicks.
Ching.
Let's see.
2
This
points.
is close. This is close. You can tell U.S. thinks that they've won it,
Yeah.
The origin.
and it is Blue.
Lanfa.
It is blue.
It is Blue. And I think what got it was a couple of those kicks when they separated. We have to remember the kick to the bodies were 2 points. And so when you're getting a punch to the head
Uh-huh.
versus a kick to the body, you're going to have 2 points versus 1 point over and over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what's
So
hard.
you keep adding it.
It just
Happens.
And then also the takedown for Brazil was 1 point. The takedown
Side equal. Lanfa.
Side Equa. Lanfa.
But I still think it was a close match.
Lanfa.
Yeah. Second round was close. First one,
First round was Blue.
Red was dominant.
But Red really, I tell you, she should be so proud. Bianca should be so proud because to turn the game plan around like that after a first round that was, she ended up on her back a lot.
Uh-huh. She looks sad though, but it happens.
Hey,
She has to be proud.
She should be proud still. It's
Yeah.
okay to be disappointed, but that was a good fight. And
Bout
obviously she
number
learns
5.
If she learns that fast,
Red
she-
side
Yeah.
she
from
would train and learn
Mexico.
on it.
Carlos
Nice
Daniel
point.
Rodriguez
Nice
Molina.
She's
Blue
obviously
side
very smart
from
fighter
United
and
States.
talented.
And the
Mason
guys are
Andrews.
growing.
Yes. We're going to start seeing some heat on these punches and kicks.
Platform judge from Argentina, Sergio Aguero.
So we have Mexico, Carlos, versus the U.S., Mason.
Yes. Carlos Daniel Molina from Mexico, right?
Yes, Mason Andrews from the U.S. And this is a round robin belt.
What does it mean?
So they're going to have to fight each other because there's an odd number like 3 and they don't want to get
I
a
see.
bye.
First round.
So they all fight each other to see who gets first.
It's fair.
Yeah. Because otherwise someone gets what's called a bye, which means, oh, I don't have to fight.
Uh-huh.
And then I get a medal automatically. So we don't want to give somebody an automatic silver, right, or automatic gold. Good start. Oh, there's going to be no points there because even though Blue went off, the rule for this is called clean separation.
Uh-huh.
So you have to push them off, but they can't be holding on to you still.
Uh-huh.
And you can't step off either, obviously. You can't both go off, but it needs clean separation. Good cross from Red. And a push, and he gets it.
Now I got a clean.
That's a clean separation. We see the hand signal, 2 points. If that happens again in this round, the round is over and will go to Red. So Blue really has to make sure no more times off the lay time.
To me, this is really part of the game. And
Whoa.
that should be something that the athlete should be thinking all the time.
Yes, and Blue should get away from that edge. If I were him, I would not want to stand near it. Punches in the clinch, they're legal, but not scoring. Blue tries the kick, but Red, very good, angled off, caught the kick, and they got a takedown. Red has a sharp cross and overhand right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see him go for it. He missed there, but good inside thigh kick. They really brought the heat for the last 10 seconds.
Let's see how the judges
I think
go.
red, unanimous. Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
gonna say red. The 2
TG.
points off, some very
Hong
good
Kong.
punches,
Uh-huh.
good strikes, good inner leg kick we saw at the end with power too. Mason needs to get his distance down. You saw him there at one point kind of scramble, trying to throw a roundhouse kick, but almost bouncing off his opponent. He's got to get that room to throw the strike that he wants to strike.
Uh-huh.
Getting close, you need to throw hooks, uppercuts, something like that, grab. You need the range to kick. Otherwise, you're just going to get pushed around or get caught. And also, it's not going to be clean enough for the judges to score. So sometimes you feel like you're fighting the guy, like you're beating each other up a bit. And then you look and it's unanimous for the other person.
Uh-huh.
And you don't realize the other fighters landing the clean shots. And like I said, we saw Carlos throw those overhand rights and those right crosses very clean.
Clean.
He's got long arms. He's extending.
Uh-huh.
So it's just when that lands, there's no doubt. All the judges
Uh-huh.
see it. That's a point.
I
right?
see.
Second round.
Let's watch how Mason's gonna come back.
Yeah. You see a little welt on the inner thigh from that kick at the end.
Yeah, you can see, huh?
Good front kick. So that's 2 points. That's smart. He's
Another.
just tries the side kick, but bridge too far. You know, he needs to settle down still. It's good, but he needs to settle down and not be too eager. Score and then move around a bit and then settle. Yeah, there he goes. Good cross. And no points.
No points.
Very good. Very good catch and good defense.
Yeah, good defense.
Inner thigh to cross. Good simple combination. Simplicity works so well sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast. It's reliable. You can go to the well often. And Mason goes in for a single leg, but he's not going to get it. It was a good attempt, but
No points?
no points. Red was on to him. Was able to keep the distance. Red is hitting that inner thigh kick. You can see the marks. And oh no! Wow.
Whoa!
Close. But
Okay,
Red
now
with
he
the
got
2
it.
point
Now he
takedown.
got it.
that is he has that takedown very locked in for his training. Inner thigh again. You see the inner thigh very red. And he tries the same takedown.
Oh!
Still
What
down
happens
first.
this way?
Down first for blue. Because
I
even though Red
see,
lost his
I
balance,
see, I see.
he kept his feet longer than blue.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's red. I think we're going to see
Georgie. Hong Kong.
Mexico. Yep. Mexico wins. Carlos Molina.
Wins Mason Andrews.
Yeah, defeats Mason Andrews from the U.S. But a good fight.
Good fight. Next one, we're gonna have another exhibition. Brazil against
赛
Mexico.
结果，洪凤山
There we have it. Red fighter. Hong Kong Chan. A red fighter. But again, both fighters should be proud. This is a good display. We haven't seen someone mismatch.
Uh-huh.
Someone just dominated and lose.
No,
and
not yet. Not yet.
And not know what's happening, which is really a testament to these people and how hard they've trained in their country.
Uh-huh.
How their team trials have done. How these local organizations in Brazil and Mexico, Argentina, all these fighters, USA, they're training so well that
Uh-huh.
when they get here, they deserve to be on that lane time. You can see.
Bout
Even when
number
they lose,
6.
It's a good bout.
Yeah.
Red side from Brazil.
Even when you lose
Gabriel
like a champion.
Davi
Yes, right?
Antonietti. Blue side from Mexico.
I'm glad to see that the
Hector
sport's growing.
Omar Vasquez Gomez.
So in the past, you see a country dominating everything, and now it's not just a saying.
Platform judge
Yeah, I mean,
It
well,
from
happens, it
Mexico.
happens the same with the
Jesus Gutierrez.
You're exactly right. I mean, think about it. We've seen the U.S., Brazil, and Mexico all win fights so far,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Already we're showing that 3 of our countries have had a winner this early on, which is a great testament to, again, their program. The Sama programs are growing. Everyone's learning the game better and better.
That's a good observation.
So who do we have here for our fight?
In red, we have Gabriel, and in blue, Hector Omar from Mexico.
First round.
Brazil in red.
Yeah,
Blue, we have Mexico.
exactly. Catch,
Attempts for the single leg, but no.
no points.
And again, this exhibition, probably because of weight, it looks like maybe Blue is the bigger fighter. That's hard to tell, but I think Blue is the heavier fighter. Good spinning back kick. Nice. And no points. Wow. And that was a deep push out. You see
Yeah.
him go past the safety mats. Good.
You
And
can see the energy.
yeah. These guys are going to be tired.
Whoa,
Red takes a
head
big
kick,
hit.
huh?
Yeah, I think it landed on the chest, but close to the head. And we have a 2-point push out. Up, and we've been overruled, I believe, by the head judge because the gear came off, quite possibly. And this is the thing that they want to kind of discourage.
What is it?
People trying to pull their headgear off of their hands and
Uh-huh.
glove. Because you imagine if I have my arm around hooked, overhook on your arm, and you want to get your arm out, if you can slide out of the glove, then I just hold the glove and you slide out. So a lot of times people try to do that as a way to either complete the takedown, you're holding onto my glove and I pull my hand out so you fall, or to avoid the takedown. So you try to remove your gear so that you can't take down. I don't think it was. Sometimes these things happen, but that's what that is, and that's why you're going to see the chief judge at the table, and this he's giving basically a warning to Blue for that.
They give a yellow card, right?
Yeah. So what that is to discourage Blue from wanting to remove his gear. But that is a definite. Oh, Blue has pushed him out again,
Yeah.
but I think they're going to say no points again. And
Why is that? Because of the glove.
came off again. So this is Blue needs to keep his hand shut in the glove. It should be taped so it doesn't come off so easily, which is unfortunate.
There's another yellow card.
Yeah. So that's unfortunate. Blue is definitely fighting well. Just seeming to have like a gear issue, you know. But as he pushes, he needs to keep his fist closed. Good body kicks here. Very heavy exchanger. Hard to call what was going on there.
Mark, you also are international judge, so tell us about the yellow cards.
So what that is, that
Egypt.
we would know it in
Hong Kong.
English or in a lot of other fight sports as like a technical foul. So personal foul would be something illegal. We're not allowed to throw a knee or an elbow or something in this sport, or a kick to the groin, let's say, or the back of the head. So that's a personal foul. 2 points goes to my opponent for that. If I throw an illegal strike. Technical fouls are things like getting on the lei tai without your mouth guard, spitting your mouth guard out because you're at a disadvantage, right? Sometimes people will do that, make it seem like, oh, I lost my mouth guard because I'm getting beat
Stop
up.
the fight.
So kind of stop the fight. Give me a second. So they discourage it by saying, okay, fine, you spit your mouth guard out. You're still 1 point for that technical. The other thing where this can get a little bit dangerous is if there's a draw and you have penalties against you and they don't against them, the fight goes to them. So that's how they decide draws. Is the penalties can be a problem if you get a draw.
I see.
And also
Second round.
Personal fouls. Too many, you can end up losing the fight. Because obviously I can't just keep doing illegal strikes and hurting you. And again, I don't think this was Blue doing something, cheating or intentional. I don't mean to say it that way. It's just that the glove is a little loose, and when you're pushing, you open your hand, you want to shove the person so you kind of let the glove come off. So
Red looks tired though.
Yeah, Red is very tired. It seems so. Mexico lost the first round because of the penalties, I believe. But Red seems to be the heavier fighter, heavier hitter. So perhaps he can turn this around. Good block and cross, good kicks. But Red gets a kick underneath there. Both are getting tired now.
Yeah.
Red seems more tired, so if Blue can conserve energy and take advantage of this, he can turn the fight
He's
around.
getting some clean shots.
Yes, he seems to be the cleaner striker. Notice when those kicks come up, when they hit the arm, that's not a point.
I see.
So, sure, it hurts the arm, it looks good, the crowd might move it on, but no points. It's got to hit the body, the leg, the head.
They're both real tired. If we have a third round, it's gonna be a problem.
Yes. We shall see.
Let's see.
Oh,
Red
You're good.
one.
Confirm.
Wow, he can barely stand. So we saw these fighters get exhausted with the output that they had. And you could see where they were kind of throwing everything into it.
Uh-huh.
Sai 结果，红方胜。
So Gabriel won.
Yep. Brazil gets another victory
Victory.
in an exhibition match.
Uh-huh. But they're both champions, right?
Yeah, I mean, these guys should be proud, and it's an exhibition match. So, it can be hard. People might think, oh, if you're the bigger fighter, like I think Mexico was bigger.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure. I don't have the details. Might be an age thing, but even when you're the bigger fighter, when you're told it's an exhibition, you can be affected by that. By the fact that you're like, oh, well, I don't want to. It feels like I'm not. This person's
Next
not in my
bout,
division.
number 7.
It's kind of like when you get a change.
Red side from Mexico,
Uh-huh.
Yesenia Guadalupe Gutierrez Crespo. Blue side from Brazil, Natália Briquese Silva.
Put pressure on you.
Yeah, because you feel like if you're the bigger fighter, you feel like, well, I
have to win.
should win.
I have to win.
And so when it doesn't go your way, you get frantic, or it can make you pause because you feel like the bigger fighter, so you try to not be too aggressive because it is exhibition. So again, no shade to anyone for that. This is tough. This is tough, and mentally, as much as physically, if not more, to do this. I think next, fight number 7, we're going to have Mexico versus Brazil. Looks like a female match again.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? We have from Mexico, Yesenia Crespo versus Natalia Silva.
Natalia Briquese Silva
Yeah, it's from Brazil.
from Brazil.
This is a final match, which means that they're going to be going for
Gold medal.
Yeah,
Gold and silver.
No warm up.
No warm up.
And so we see this. The women in Sanda has been expanding steadily, and it's so great to see. And we just want to see it more, so that they get more competitors.
Uh-huh.
When they show up, that they can have, like you said, 4 fights. That opportunity to get 4 fights, it just makes the sport better because everyone gets so much more experience. So hopefully we see as the years go on, these people, these women that are kind of the pioneers of their division.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully one day they've got 10 people in their division instead of 2.
Well, what I got to tell you is that maybe in the next 10 years, you see a girl called Gianna Villas Boas, which is my daughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's
There
two.
you go.
She's two.
Hey.
She's 2.5 now, and this year she starts her Sunday class with her dad.
There you go. Get her ready to go.
She's gonna be dangerous. I can promise you that.
I think also, to address the thing we've all been dealing with is the pandemic. We had this pandemic that really shut the sport down for a few years, and it's coming back. This is the first time. This is the first time in Pan America for us to be able to do the Pan American Championships. We had to cancel essentially, and when we get back to competition, it's hard because some people that would have made the Pan American team for this championship probably could not compete. I know we had some in the U.S. We had to do like a supplemental team trials.
Yeah.
Called it. Because normally we had people make the team, they would go to Worlds, they would go to Pan America. Well, they went to Worlds in November of 2019.
Wow,
And
too long ago.
And what happened right after that? We were supposed to have 2020 Pan Ams, and we had to push it because of COVID. So some of these fighters that are coming in, are probably filling in those gaps. And then also I know for some of the fighters,
No nationals?
just some miss their nationals, or it depends. So, it's very hard for these fighters what they have to go through, what the pandemic did for their training, for their being prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So much disappointment.
Yeah, but their
Number
mind.
7.
Yeah, I mean, it hurt all of us.
Red side from
Yes.
Mexico.
And
Piscina
emotionally,
Guadalupe
lost loved
Gutierrez
ones
Crespo.
and,
Blue side from Brazil.
couldn't train,
Natalia
couldn't be together.
Briquese Silva.
So, this is
Platform
really a
judge
celebration
from
of
Brazil.
all
Aglenio
getting together
Alves.
to do Sanda. And that's where the sportsmanship comes in.
Uh-huh.
I think it's so great to see that.
Mexico goes in red, and Brazil, Natalia is going in blue.
And red looks to have the reach advantage.
Chid. Cash.
But blue,
First
lower
round.
center of gravity.
Yeah.
maybe the takedown.
Yeah,
We'll
probably.
see. Yeah, she goes for the catch, misses. Red's got a fast roundhouse kick. So
Let's see how
she's
good
smart.
her boxing is.
Yeah. Good punch.
Ching.
We tend to know Mexico's always going to have
Push.
hands, right?
Yeah.
Good answer, right? So she got caught with a punch, but she's throwing combinations back. She's waiting a little too much.
Yeah,
Brazil,
I
Ching.
agree with you. I agree with you.
But she's just got to get comfortable.
Cash.
There, she's bouncing. There.
Ching. Cash.
She might want to stop looping that right and throw the right hand straight. Brazil, being the shorter fighter, right? See the big swings?
Uh-huh.
Ching.
Just go right down the middle fast. See if you can touch.
I agree with you.
Cash.
Making contact.
I was gonna say that her punches were too open.
Yeah, little wild,
Yeah.
That can be nerves too, You want to
Ching.
But you don't have a lot of time to fix that out.
Cash.
you want to scare the
Yeah,
opponent,
you don't go out. You don't go home and watch this at home and say, "Wow, I should be just going 1 and 2, simple one."
Good kick.
Ching.
Oh, and she gets
2
2
points.
there.
Hofa.
That could be helpful. Let's see. I think Red had the cleaner techniques, but the one takedown or push out off Lei Tai was blue.
Let's see.
TG.
Yeah, blue one.
Long farm.
One called draw, 4 went to blue. Blue also was throwing kicks underneath some of the punches.
Uh-huh.
And then, like we said before, the body kick is worth 2. The head punch worth 1. So it's close. I thought Red was a little cleaner on the strikes, but
Blue one.
Blue did well. Yeah, it was close. Close enough that that's not. I don't. I don't think it's a bad call.
But I think what explains the score is what you said. The difference between the points.
Yeah.
And also, for sure, the clear takedown and then separation.
Yeah. That one is definitive. Just so our viewers at home know, all 5 judges must score that the way the platform judge says. So it's consistent when it's off the Lei Tai or takedown. The strikes, each judge has to call it from their vantage point, from where they see it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can't see because the platform judge is in the way or the angle is weird. So that's where that,
GG.
like you said, very
Ibe.
valuable that it's
Cash.
definitive off Lei Tai.
Second
2 points.
round.
So here we go. I think maybe we'll see Red try to use her range, but she's got to watch out and set up her kicks better.
Ching.
Oh, 2 points for Red though.
Lanfa.
And that was
Cash.
very good. That was Red turning around a bad situation. Somebody catches and you get the takedown. Good punches. But the clinch punches are at
Ching.
the point.
Uh-huh.
Cash.
But I'm sure Mexico just wants to get in her head, do a little damage, make her tired. Oh, but that was good for Blue.
Ching.
She got more
Cash.
confident.
Yeah. So I'd also advise. Oh, good cross by Blue. Mexico also should keep the right hand a little elbow in. To
Ching.
not let those body kicks sneak
Good
in.
point. Good
She's
point,
got
Cash.
Mark.
her,
Good
like,
point,
kind of
Mark.
like chicken wing, like the elbow up and out. See, and then the kick
Ching.
land. If your arm's in the way,
Cash.
it's always blocking. It's always blocking. Ooh, big uppercut attempt there. Yeah, both are swinging for the fences
Ching.
now.
Uh-huh. They're aggressive, both.
Well, gold medal is on the line, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So good eye from Blue.
Lucy opening to match
Ching.
her punches.
Yeah, still a little looping, right?
Yeah, looping.
Yeah. Oh, knocked off balance, knocked again.
Good jab.
See, that jab is very clean, but those kicks underneath, if they're scoring, it's dangerous.
Ching.
This is a close one.
Cash.
Again, I think Red scored.
I think too. I think we're gonna have a third round.
Ching.
Yes, with that especially, that's a 1.4
Lanfa.
for Red. I think Mexico's ref looks happy, or sorry, coach. Yes, and he is happy for good reason.
A good reason.
第二局，红方
So now we've got 1-1 Brazil, Mexico.
You know, Mark, I should know that I should say that I'm very proud as a Brazilian because the tournament looks so beautiful.
Yes.
Everything's just so neat.
Our host has done such an excellent job. I mean, this is my first time getting to be in Brazil. We talked about this. I've been to Brazil 2 other times, but it was just to land in an airport to go somewhere else. I never got to experience it. So to come here and then see the level that has been put on, and I know it's it's hard work and it's a lot of investment that you have to find, and our sport is still growing. So to have this professional setup, the live stream, the screens, the lay tie.
CBKW must be very proud of their job.
Yeah. I mean, this is truly an international event, and it looks like
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And that is, and it's so good for the competitors. They get to come here and they've done this hard work, and then they feel the
Chisanji.
energy of I'm in a professional environment.
Yes.
second
Okay,
round.
here we go. Third round. Some punch.
Cash.
Let's see. Red using advantage
Ching.
of long arms, but not quite connecting.
Cash.
Smart for her. Blue getting in with the kick. That might be good for her.
Ching. Cash.
Good front kick from Mexico. And a good
Ching.
takedown. No takedown here.
Mm-hmm.
Cash.
Time.
Hard to see from our angle there. It doesn't look like any landed there. Good cross from Mexico. Again, she's
Ching.
throwing that nice, clean, like straight right with the.
The problem is that
Cash.
the blue one, she's every time that she throws a kick, she puts her
Drops her hand.
Ching.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So she'll want to watch the
Cash.
tape to work on that, for improvement next time. But she's fighting with a lot of heart, and when she mixes in, when she
Ching.
throws hands, feet, that's how she can get good combinations because they start blocking
Cash.
the punch and you get the kick. It's setting it up so she can see not that. Don't throw just the front kick. Set it up so that you
Ching.
hide the kick.
Uh-huh.
essentially.
Cash.
You hide the kick behind the punches. She's trying there, but now Red is using her range. I think Red knows she's a little at advantage.
Uh-huh.
Score. Oh,
Ching.
Oh,
no. Oh.
nothing happened.
So close. Brazil almost pulls that off. Would have been very good for her.
Cash.
These falls are very tiring too.
Yes.
Good
Brazil
jab.
looks tired. That's a very sharp jab. Mexico is being precise, which I think is the difference here. I think we're going to see Mexico win. Oh, good body kick. And Brazil still answering. Good jab again, but
Good
body
kick.
in return.
Yeah.
Ching.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's see.
I think we're going to have Mexico. The coaches look happy in Mexico's corner. Let's see.
三局，
And you got it.
红方
Very, very good bout. Brazil should be so proud though, because again, she came out, she won the one round, she put together good combinations. Like you said, maybe not just compacting the punches a little. Not
Side
looking
check
right
one.
away,
红方上
and
再接过。我
watching
去
the
上。
hand position when she's throwing the kicks. If
Hope
she does
shot.
that, she'll mitigate some of those.
She's gonna
points.
change her game.
Yeah. And this is a learning experience. I tell you what, I learn more from a loss than a win anytime, right?
For sure.
Because
for
you
sure.
win, you
When
can
you
come
win,
away
you
and
win.
you say, "Oh, I
Thumbs
did
up.
everything perfect."
Yeah, I'm
Even
good.
if you barely
good.
won, I'm good. When you lose, you go home sad.
And you
mad,
watch and you
fired
watch
up.
the fight like
Oh,
100,000
relive it.
times.
Yeah. Relive it in your head. Watch the video. So we know she's going to come back with a few adjustments next time. I'm sure she's going to be even better. And again, not to take away from Mexico, very precise striking. So that's what got her the edge. I think was very clean on those hands. And when she was kicking, she started understanding her range. That's how you play the game of Sanda. That's how you win.
If you just got here, follow us in our social medias, CBKW.
Bout number 8.
I'd like to thank to the Brazilian
Red
government
side from United States.
helped us with
Darian
the tournament. It
Wilbur.
looks beautiful.
Blue side from Mexico. Maria Esperanza
So we have the US,
Lucatero Nunes.
Darnaya Willoughby.
Platform
versus
judge
Mexico
from
in
Argentina.
an exhibition
Sergio
match. This
Aguero.
is catch weight, I believe. Maria Esperanza Lucatero Nunez from Mexico. So Maria in blue, and the U.S. is Darnaya in red.
Okay, let's go.
I've seen Darnaya at the Nationals a few months ago to qualify, and
She good?
yeah, she's a longer fighter. She likes her front kick. We're probably
Uh-huh.
going to see trying to use that reach.
Yeah.
Does some power hands.
Already?
Yeah, she's trying to keep that range, playing it smart.
The Mexican girl is going to try to cut the distance,
Yes,
right?
and that's the idea. Catch. She did a good attempt.
And push.
She probably wants to settle down. Don't just walk forward because Darnaya's throwing linear kick like the front kick.
Uh-huh.
You run right into it. So you need to bait and then move and then go. You can't just walk up the middle. But Blue just landed a body kick as well. So, and this is going towards the U.S. right now. Darnaya's definitely up, but what I'll say is it's a tiring way to fight. And so if Mexico has the heart that I know Mexico has, if
Yes,
she can
we
keep
talked about
going-
it.
if she can keep going, she might be able to wear her down. We see the kicks less and less already from the U.S., right? And Darnaya's going to want to keep that range. She's going to want to not get into the fight in the phone booth, as they say, like get away, chin down.
Darnaya has a long legs, but she doesn't pull back as fast as she could.
Yeah.
So I think that catching the legs should be a strategy that the coach can talk about.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? Good leg kick, good punches for Darnaya. Yeah, she's turned it around a bit again, which I think she needed to do. She looked like she was slowing. Oh, loading up some shots now. She's got to be careful. She sees it. Okay, she's got to be careful of the edge of that lay tie. And we see that yellow border. That's to warn the fighters, right? You're getting close to the edge. When you're stepping on that yellow, you know you better circle. A lot of pushing. They've both gotten kind of tired. You see stumbling steps, so tough fight.
Something that I used to love to do is the back spinning kick
Yeah,
to the body.
yeah.
Whenever the fighters is next to the
TJ.
edge,
Yeah.
and then you throw,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
yeah. So yeah, spinning back kicks, side kicks, they're really good. The linear shot, because
Yeah.
they try to brace for it, but they have nowhere to step. That's the advantage. You get them backed up, you know you're good. So we see Darnaya takes the first round. I think that's definitely the right call. She was slowing, but had, the more clear strikes. And sometimes that's also with the taller fighter. You see them so clearly when that front kick lands.
Uh-huh.
The shorter fighter is like scrambling to kind of get whatever scraps they can. It's hard to be clean. Like you said, I think Mexico needs to catch those legs and take down, because that is the definitive way to score back.
To change the fight.
Right?
I would bet that they're talking about it right now.
Yeah, I'm sure that's their strategy. Mexico's seen what she has now. She's survived some of those shots.
Uh-huh.
She knows she's tough. She's not going to quit. So she
Second
knows
round.
now. So now play the game. She's trying to check the kick. That's smart. But she's got
She's trying to cut the distance.
So she can't just push her way in, right? You never get a good hold, but you're not close enough. Darnaya's framing away from her with her arms, knocks the mouth guard out, which is going to be a penalty for
Maria?
Yeah, for blue. Oh no! Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it is her. I thought they were pointing at Darnaya. So yes, that will be. Oh no, they did not call it. And so sometimes that's at the discretion of the platform referee. And what probably they feel is she took a legitimate strike to
Yeah.
lose the mouth guard, and so it wasn't for advantage.
Did they get a warning this
They-
The situation?
He didn't do anything to say it. So that's okay. And I mean that is the discretion, of the platform referee. So a lot of pushing now. They can't. Darnaya can't get the room to strike, and Mexico is just striking from the clinch when they're touching. There's a kick. That's a clinch kick because they're touching. So again, not really scoring on a lot of this.
Maria has to stop putting her head down.
Yeah.
She can look without.
Yeah. She needs to also not. I would say she needs to throw like overhand right
Uh-huh.
to the head. The body's not really gonna.
Cut this distance and go to the overhand, right?
Yeah.
Overhand.
Yeah. Lean instead of like you said. She's putting her head down, but she's keeping it down. Instead, roll your head to the
Yeah,
left
yeah.
side and throw a hard right. She needs clean, heavy shots. This is too ugly and dirty. It's just not gonna score, right?
Well,
And
I think it's over.
yeah, yeah. And both fighters are pretty gassed. I mean, she did a good job of tiring her. She loses her
Again.
mouth guard. This is going to be a penalty.
Now it's gonna be a penalty.
Both fighters are tired. Mexico did a good job of closing the distance, making it a hard fight for Darnaya.
Yeah.
You can tell she's exhausted too, but
See,
She didn't
the
have a-
referee got a yellow card.
there it is.
Warning, right?
Yeah. There was a good kick from Mexico. Timing was better. This can be hard too if you're not used to fighting somebody with this reach. Look at her punches; they come down.
Yeah.
So you think your hands are up, and they're not up high enough, right?
They don't stop.
Yeah.
They just keep coming.
Yeah. That's the game.
She's happy.
Yeah,
She
Darnaya's
knows.
smiling. She knows she did enough.
Yeah, she
You
did
got a
enough.
little
She
dirty
knows.
there at the end, but hey, that's how it goes. You got to keep your wits about you and just keep trying to score. She did unanimous decision.
Jurgen, Hongfang,
This also shows you why you need to have conditioning,
Yeah.
your cardio. Because yes, we all imagine we'll go out there and throw a cool side kick and a back kick and then my cross.
But
And
if
what-
you get tired,
Oh, what happens is that person wants to do the same to you. They start pushing against you, hitting you. The fight just suddenly can go in a place that
Side
you're
kick
not
one.
comfortable and not
Hong
used to.
Fan Shan.
breathe.
Yeah, you're gasping for air, and you've got to just keep going. So both these fighters really good as far as like just wanting to push, and it was a tough matchup for them because they seem to be a problem for each other.
Uh-huh. But Darnaya,
She
Made it.
She definitely did what she needed to do,
Yeah.
using those long legs, using those long hands. She started opening up her boxing a bit at the end there, which was really good to kind of put a seal on it, make
Uh-huh.
sure that obviously she's the one winning, which was good.
now we have Fernando from
Dominican
Bout
Republic.
number
Yes,
9.
Dominican Republic. Sorry.
yes.
Red
Yeah.
side from
And Levy
República
from Brazil.
Dominicana.
Yeah, Levi.
Fernando
Levi Ferreira
Antônio
from
Torres
Brazil.
Cuevas.
The final
Blue
match,
side
gold
from
medal.
Brazil, Levi Ferreira Souza.
So these
Platform
look
judge
like
from
very
Mexico.
lightweight, maybe like 52 kilograms.
Jesus
probably, the
Gutierrez.
lightest weight.
Are they adults?
I think so. Because Darnaya's was an adult match, so I
Yeah?
think we're into the adults. Yeah, I think these are the lightest weight. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I couldn't see from my angle. Men's 52 kilograms. Look, I got a good eye. Like that.
Good eye.
Yeah,
Good eye.
you
Yeah.
get- You start eyeing these guys up when you're a coach and when you've been doing this a while. You
Yeah.
start going, "Hey, who's my guy?" You show up to these tournaments. You have to understand out there, folks. People don't know who they're going to fight. They don't know who's going to show up, who's going to make weight. They have to make their weight.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday, all these people doing their weight cut. So you get here, and you start looking around the room.
Uh-huh.
Who looks like they
Yes,
weigh
exactly,
the same as
exactly.
me?
You go to the bathroom, you go like, I think we're gonna fight this guy.
Yeah. Smile. Everybody's eyeing each other up, And sometimes you're right. Sometimes you're totally wrong. You think it's your guy, and no, he's a totally different class or whatever. So here we go, round one.
First round.
Dominican Republic in red, Brazil in the blue. Good inner thigh kick and a catch attempt. Yes. Brazil showing good skills. He's quick.
Yeah.
He's sharp. But the Dominican Republic coming back with a takedown.
Good takedown.
Yes. These guys are both skilled. You can see the
They
lightweight
are.
fighters are very quick. Don't blink because they are so fast. You see? No point. Quick dodge. Brazil looks sharp, hard with the kicks. So he's kicking in the clinch. Again, it's not scoring, but if you can wear the legs down of the Dominican Republic,
hurts.
It hurts. It tires you out. You move slower in round 2. You got a good leg kick, but, oh, great defense. Great defense on
Great
Brazil's
defense. Hard to do.
part. Yeah. No
Fernando has good catches. Brazil has to watch out.
Yeah. Good front kick, and
Good defense,
He
good
heard you.
defense.
He pulled his foot out
Yeah.
very quickly and immediately sprawled. You see how he pulled his
Yeah,
hips
good
back?
defense.
He knows that that's the risk. Big leg kick. Will he pay for it? Yes. So that's a 1-1, right? You get the hard leg kick,
Uh-huh.
but the takedown. But did the leg kick do more damage? You know, does he think it's worth it, maybe even to trade, but wear those legs down? Good leg kick, but then a punch answered. Wow, these guys are sharp. Going for the lay tie, off lay tie, but no.
Fernando is still trying to find the distance. But I think that Levy is doing better. I think he's winning the fight.
Yeah. I think he's a little
Oh,
off.
now definitely.
I think blue definitely takes this round. The Dominican Republic showing strong showing, but
Catch.
and 1 point, 2 points. Sorry.
I
1
think
point.
he touched
the
it.
glove. Yep, you're right.
How is it?
Maybe they were debating overturn, but it's just the end of the round. So let's see. I think you're right. I think Brazil takes that.
赛结果，红方向
No.
Close. 2 judges had a draw.
Yeah.
3 judges had red. We see how close the points are then.
Yes,
2 judges thought
yes.
it's equal. So, and that's good. Even though you lose the round, even though you're upset, right? If I'm Dominican Republic, I go, you almost had it.
Uh-huh.
You went off the lay tie. That's probably what secured 3 judges for sure red, right? You know,
Uh-huh.
that end when you go up, that's 2 points, all 5 scoring that way. So you're going to tell your fighter, you can do this. You're in it.
I have a question for you, Mark. If we had 3 judges scoring even, what happens in this situation?
So you can have a draw for the round, which will lead to 2 more rounds,
Uh-huh.
right? And then if we end up on a draw, so let's say we had 1-1 and a draw for the other round, it will go to first the fighter with the least, what we talked about, like the personal fouls.
Yeah.
second
The
round.
fighter with the least technical fouls.
Yeah.
And then eventually the last criteria is whoever weighed in the lightest.
I see.
So
Interesting.
you can actually win a fight just because you weighed in the lightest and you had
Just
a draw.
because you're lightest.
Because you had the least advantage, right? Good kick from Brazil. He's strong with those roundhouse kicks. Now, no points again, but we see the Dominican Republic trying to get that same strategy, maybe punish the legs.
Yeah.
Nice hook from Brazil. Brazil just looks a little more compact and sharp with the strikes.
But Fernando's making more points.
Yeah, there it is.
Now he got the score,
Yeah.
clean score, clean down.
There's a good jab. There's a good cross. Yeah. Good hook. Okay. Kick attempt, and he gets it out. These fighters know how to defend after they kick. It's nice to see that. That's a higher level sanda. There we go. Punch an inner thigh. Overhand right by the Dominican Republic. And a leg kick on the exit.
Uh-huh.
Another good strategy. Kick as you separate. You know, just get that point. Take
get
that
the point.
Every time when you
Uh-huh.
separate, just pop the leg. Wow. Wow.
Fernando's
It's
doing,
good
he's doing a
eyes.
great job with the distance.
Yeah, good eyes. You see him kind of
Yeah.
gauging, feeling a little comfortable. Hands maybe a little low, but he feels confident when he's out there. He's got range. Good side kick from Brazil,
Side kick.
though. Fernando should feel good, but he's got to not feel too good, right? Brazil is dangerous.
The game changed real fast.
Yeah. These guys are playing a good match, though.
Clean
Right,
shot.
yeah, right hand over. But again, body kick there. And he saves
Oh, he missed.
it. Wow.
I don't
That looked
know,
like
Mark.
a side kick slid off there for that, so no point.
I don't know, Mark.
Dominican Republic coach looks happy as he should be. What do we have?
got a draw.
We've got a draw. Round 2 is a draw on the judges' scorecards. Let's see.
So what happens now?
Let's see.
Georgian, Hong Kong.
They called for red.
They call for red. It's the end of the fight. Red won.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Wow. And they must have checked the criteria for once there's a draw, who wins,
Uh-huh.
right? Who wins the round. And that criteria must have been for red.
I see.
But so
Probably he's the lightest,
yeah,
right?
maybe wait in and lighter because I don't think we had penalties. Yeah, we had no.
I don't remember.
we had
Side check
yellow
walk.
cards, so
Hong Kong Sham.
wow. But again, razor thin. So yeah, we have Brazil really put on a good performance. I
Uh-huh.
thought he might have even won that first round. It was close. But,
My opinion too.
But that's okay. I
I
mean,
got the same opinion of you.
but the thing about that is we're seeing it from where we're seated. There's 5 judges, 4 at each corner, 1 in the center.
Uh-huh.
The head judge sitting at
Different
the
point
table.
of views.
They get to see it clearly. And so I trust them. I trust
Bout
them.
number 10.
Here we go.
Red side
We're
from
gonna have next
Argentina.
fight. First time,
Kevin
I think,
Luis
Argentina,
Feliciani.
right? Argentina's
Blue
coming out.
side from the United
Kevin.
States.
Argentina.
Matthew
Argentina.
Lee.
And Matthew Lee from the U.S.
Yeah.
Platform judge from Brazil. Aglenio
This is the
Alves.
quarterfinal. So whoever
These
wins
guys-
this has to win 2 more.
2 more. Not easy, huh?
No, and you know Brazil's like a shark circling later in there somewhere, right? You know, I think we have Brazil and maybe Mexico as the other fighters.
I gotta tell you, the 3rd and the 4th fights, they are so painful.
So yeah, we have Brazil, Mexico, and Dominican Republic, I believe, in this division as well. From what I saw.
Egypt. Ibe. Kush. First
US
round.
blue, Argentina red.
Guy from Argentina looks very confident.
Yeah.
Ching.
No points for all.
No
of them.
points.
Kush.
Blue, using that reach. He's got to get his hands. And good takedown
Ching.
defense.
Kush.
And take.
Ching.
So we could tell that Red has that
Left arm.
shorter build. It's
Fish.
good for him to want to wrestle. Matt is going to want to stay on the outside, play the game, try and score on strikes, and get out. Both patient. Again.
Ching.
So Matt Lee's going to have to set up those kicks.
Left arm.
He can't just throw
Kush.
a right leg roundhouse kick without
Uh-huh.
setting it up. He's got to fight there. He's throwing some punches, but got a good counter punch as well.
Ching.
Good takedown.
Good takedown.
Yeah.
Good takedown.
Left
Good
arm.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kush.
Trying from too far away. He's got to set it up, right? You know, yes, you want to kind of Hail Mary, get the head kicks, but you've got to set them up first. Good defense.
Ching.
See Matt getting the arm inside to control.
Kush.
Uh-huh.
And he understands now his opponent is going to wrestle him, right? Body kick, perhaps. And a takedown
Ching.
from Blue.
Uh-huh.
That's
Good
nice
job.
that
Left
deep
arm,
block
left arm.
trip, right?
Kush.
Yeah, I think the U.S. needed that to feel a little better.
Ching.
Good kick.
What is that? Oh, he put an appeal. he's saying. So what we have here is the coach Ian Lee from the U.S. is saying that the takedown was 1 point, and he's disputing whether it was called by the platform referee. So he's going over to meet with the head table to find out, to make sure that it was scored properly.
Do they watch again? They watch it over?
I'm not sure if they have instant replay here. They probably can watch the tape. In Worlds, we definitely do.
Yeah.
I would assume that they would watch and see. Okay, I think they've worked it out. I think that so. Coach Lee seems to be to understand that I guess either the call was made or is correct. So perhaps it just didn't see the hand gesture. Like sometimes, like if the platform judge doesn't do big movements,
I see.
He didn't see that it was called. So he just wants to make sure that his fighter gets the points that he's earned. So we're back. Hopefully we didn't lose momentum for these fighters, right? They're a little stressful. You're sitting there just waiting. Good kick from Argentina.
They got time to get a little air.
Yeah. Oh, good punches from Argentina.
Good combination. Good combination.
And
Jing!
1 point. So
Left
with
arm.
Argentina, USA did a good thing to try and push, but he overran. Argentina's taking advantage. You see him dancing it out, basically. He knows.
Jing! Left arm.
So, definitely Argentina, 1 round.
Looks like to me.
Yeah, no doubt. Such good
Egypt.
wrestling form.
Hong Kong.
Strong punching. And his kick game is good too, but he's not needing it as much. And it's smart of him. He knows, raise the knee, check, catch the kick, or punch and then grab. It's working very well for him. He doesn't need to be out there doing jump side kick or something like this. For his build, for his opponent's build, he sees his opponent is taller, longer. He's realized, get up on points. And then you saw how he was even smart backing away and hoping that the U.S. would overrun, like come at him, and then you see him back, and then drop and go in.
Just like you said at the end. He did it at the end.
Yeah, and so he is a very skilled fighter. We're seeing some great technique out of Argentina.
You can watch him. He's even standing.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
want
not-
to sit down
yeah.
for his rest. So U.S. getting pumped up, smacking the mat,
Egypt.
trying to turn this around
Second
for
round.
himself.
Yes.
You got to do that. You
The
got
mindset.
good. Landed across there, but he's got to watch that. He's got to
Jing!
get those hits.
Left arm.
Good job.
And if it happens again, that's the fight.
End of the fight.
Cannot go off the lei tie again. So goes
Jing!
push. Oh no!
Wow!
So no, red was
Left
down
arm.
first. Red touchdown first. So if those of you wondering,
Oh, man. It was
Red-
nice,
red
huh?
was down first.
Left
I
arm.
told you.
Left arm.
Wow, so they did. Okay.
I
Yep,
think that's
yep.
a sacrifice.
Yeah. So he got the sacrifice throw, but actually, what I think was a
No.
little different was red fell and touched his knee.
Uh-huh.
Then he shifted and sacrificed
I
throw.
see.
So the delay there was what the question was.
I see. I see
You
what you
can
mean.
sacrifice throw only if you throw off the lei tie. So that is correct, where they take you down, you go to your back, and you flip them off the lei tie. But
Acabou.
it seemed like there might be a little delay, like he touched his knee, then
Uh-huh.
he touched and rolled, like a twice movement. But I think it's fair though. It's a tough.
It's a tough call.
It's a tough call. I tell you what, people. When
Side
you
check
watch
call.
this,
Hong Kong champ.
as a
Sai
judge,
Jekwa. Vou fechar.
you have to make the calls in the moment. But
Vou fechar.
Argentina did maintain the lei tie, and that is the most important thing
Yes.
in Sanda. You can't go off the lei tie. Very good bout. I also know Matt. So this is Matt's second Sanda fight.
Yeah?
Second Sanda fight ever. So to lose to a performance of Argentina there, Matt should be proud and learn everything he can from that.
Yeah.
That's
he
a good
must be
bout.
Really proud of it. Mostly because Kevin looks like an experienced fighter.
Yeah, he definitely
And
looks like he has experience.
Bout number 11.
He has a very clean chance
Red
to get a gold
sign.
medal.
Yeah,
From
yeah, it's a thick division.
Dominican
but we are
Republic.
seeing He just sent a
Sterling
message.
Espinosa
right?
Vargas.
He just ended the fight
Blue
before the end of
side
the
from
fight.
Hey,
Bolivia.
look at me.
Yeah,
Cesar
I
Dangerous.
took off the
Fernandez.
late time.
Yeah.
I win it before the rounds even over.
Yes.
Platform judge from Argentina, Sergio Aguero.
This is a long guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing a definite difference in size. And quarterfinal, Dominican Republic in red,
Yeah.
and we have
Sterling.
yeah, Vargas in red,
Vargas.
and in blue we have Bolivia. Gutierrez.
Yes.
So, Cesar,
Look at the difference
these look
of
like.
their height.
How can they be in the same weight class?
Yeah. I don't know.
Blue must be made of steel or something, right? Iron bricks.
First
I'm
round.
excited to see this.
It makes sense to me.
Blue coming out. Wow. So do you see how Red's punches come down? And Blue has to cover the distance. He's got to just be tough, bite the mouth guard, and try and go in. Oh, good counter shot by Red. Red is really gaming his distance, sliding back
Yeah.
and strike. You see that? He knows
It's his
Blue
biggest weapon.
Yeah. Good cross and hook. See that? He slides back, cross hook. Cross hook.
Yeah, but Blue's got to be a little patient.
Yeah. He can't just run. He's got to shift in, shift out.
Yes.
Red will start learning every time you move, you're committed, right? Every
Uh-huh.
time you move, I slide back, cross hook. You've got to
Uh-huh.
move sometimes and you don't move. You know, move in, move out, change angles. Yeah, he's getting it now. He's settling down. Blue also has to keep his hands up when he kicks. He's got to watch that he doesn't let his hands go wide because you know Red is countering with that cross right there. And a head kick attempt.
Mark, I'm guessing.
Wow!
Whoa! I'm guessing that Blue's going to have a very hard time
This is
Because-
a tough matchup.
because Red has good timing, good distance.
Listen,
He
the
looks
minute I go in and I
experienced.
fight and I find out the guy looks way taller than me or bulkier or something, I hope they're bad. You know, I hope
Yeah.
they're not good at punching or not good at distance control. We've got a sharp boxer who we saw throw a head kick, so he's threatening everything.
Uh-huh.
And that long leg for the tall fighter, the head kick's easy. The punches are down on coming down. That cross is coming down into your face. So like we said earlier with some of the fights, if you're the shorter fighter, you feel like your hands are up, but they're not up high enough.
Uh-huh.
Because this guy's dropping bombs from up on a
From the
skyscraper,
sky.
right? Yeah.
It's running punches.
see the low left hand, and so then he couldn't land the cross because he raised the left hand, and so Red throws the hook. And Blue is getting tired, obviously. It's hard work trying to get in, and he's got to throw everything into it. And that's the round. Definitely Dominican Republic. This is the second fighter we've seen out of the Dominican Republic showing
Egypt,
skill,
Bonfam.
Yeah.
showing that sharp boxing.
For sure, they got ready to the tournament.
And, you know, Blue is going to try to get in there. Bolivia is going to try to close that distance and get a hold of him.
Uh-huh.
But he's got to trick him more. He's got to threaten with some feints. He's got to throw some inner thigh kicks with his hands up so that he can score a point and not get a punch to the face.
Uh-huh.
Score it back at him. He's got to threaten with some of the other elements of Sanda, even though that might not be his intent. I know he's not there to kick with this long fighter or box with him necessarily all day, but you've got to play like you're going to
Pretend you're going to
so
kick,
that you can shoot.
you
So
can
that
step,
Yeah.
get the distance, and then you shoot.
Yeah.
Either you shoot or you go to the...
And listen, I'm saying this size difference is a lot. This is tough. I mean,
This is
we
tough.
commented when he came out, wow, that is a long way to go. You hope that your opponent's tall and slow, you know, so at least you can get in. So that's that game. When they're tall and sharp like this,
Uh-huh.
oh, it's just tough. You know, it's just a tough fight. But Bolivia, back up quickly.
Second round.
First onto the late tie, and you know he wants to get a redemption. He's checking now, and he's buttoned up tighter. You can tell his coaches said, just glue your hands up. See? More of that Tyson look, so he at least doesn't get scored or hit hard.
Vargas, the red fighter, he's still controlling the distance, looking straight. See,
Yeah.
it's raining gloves for the blue fighter.
What we need to see is like a skip-in kick and then hands up and skip one more time.
Uh-huh.
Because if your tall opponent is sliding back, you're never close enough, right? You need to advance, and you need to do it with your hands up so he doesn't counter you. He's doing better though. He's making it ugly, which sounds counterintuitive, but when the other fighter's so sharp and tall, you need to make it ugly. Eats a hook there, eats another hook. So we see that, tries the big overhand as defense. And
Good takedown. Smart takedown.
Vargas is a very clean fighter. He's looking good. And again, this is a quarterfinal match. So if Vargas can make this look easy, if he can put a notice out to his other opponents, because, possibility that Colombia is the shortest fighter here is not all going to go this way, So you want to, and he's got to make sure he saves some energy for the next bout. He doesn't want to hurt himself or throw something stupid.
Exactly.
Break his hand or break his foot kicking a knee.
Leg.
Yeah. There, beautiful takedown. And we see Colombia's pretty tired now. He was out of position.
You get frustrated also.
Yeah. Oh, frustrated. You're nothing's working quite right. It's but a big punch. That's what he needs to do. Hey, he gets to take that one home with him. Hey, I let him
I was
know.
gonna say that.
I
I
let
was
him
gonna
know.
say that.
That's what you do. That's your best chance, right? Knock him out. That's what you got to go for now.
It's gonna look good in slow motion.
Yeah, he can put that on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Good attempt. He goes again. And round. And we know the Dominican Republic won that. Vargas definitely won. But such respect to Gutierrez.
Georgie, Hong Kong.
Yeah, unanimous for red. But Gutierrez, I mean, that punch at the end, that had to feel good. That had to feel a little redemption. And you saw,
For sure.
Dominican Republic, Vargas wasn't hurt. He looked kind of ticked off, like, man, why did I let that come through?
If it was him, I
Smiled a little.
I would download the image and put it on my Instagram
Yeah.
with slow motion.
Yeah, so he landed a good hand there, the cleanest one there. So, and that's how it goes. Sometimes you've gotta see the small victories you get, and then, like we said, we'll go back. It's quite possible that Gutierrez doesn't have anyone this size in his gym that he's sparring. And so you come out here and you go, oh my God, this giant in front of me, right? Like, how I don't know how to do this. He had the right general strategy, but he just couldn't complete it.
Yes.
But hats off. I tell you what, Vargas, another person in a quarterfinal putting on a notice of sharp technique. His hands, we'll have to see if someone a little closer to his size can get in and wrestle him more, pressure him in the wrestling. I want to see how well he does there. So I'm excited to see him in the semifinals.
But Sanda fights is the kind of game that when you have the reach in your advantage, it counts too much. Because you just gotta have to walk properly, touching and make the points, and don't worry about it. Because the other guy's gonna try to shoot you, and then you have the trap.
And we saw that with Vargas, sliding back, just calmly slide back with his big long legs and his big long arms. Hook and cross and hook. Slide back, cross hook is a great technique because he knows I'll slide back, I'll throw my straight right hand, which stops you from you're trying to run in. You run straight into a straight punch, which pauses you there for the hook to come around. So he gets 2, 3 every time, cross hook. It's a fundamental technique in boxing, Sanda, and kickboxing, but so effective. That's why we see it time and time again, right? But I'm excited to see what he brings to the table in the semifinals.
All of them are the same weight class. My question is that if Kevin might be the next opponent for
I wasn't
Vargas.
Yeah.
And Kevin is not a tall guy, but he moves better.
Yeah.
I think that we're about to see a very nice bout.
Well, they were 50. No, because they were 56. I think these guys were 60, and now we're on to 65. So I think they were the next class up.
I see.
Think. I could be wrong.
I have a student. His name is Elton Cândido. That he was national and Pan American champion,
Uh-huh.
and he weighed 56.
Yeah.
But when you look at him,
Yeah.
he looked like 65.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, no, our the 56 kilogram fighter we saw from Argentina, that was their category. The last fight we saw was 60 kilograms, and so they were the first bout. Um, and so the Dominican Republic will be fighting Brazil this afternoon.
Vargas.
Yeah, Vargas will be fighting Sorry, I'm trying to get this for you real time.
Yeah.
Gabriel Pedroso de Almeida.
Almeida. Yeah.
So Brazil versus Dominican Republic. So he just punched his ticket to go on and fight Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another side where we'll have Argentina versus Mexico on the other side of that bracket. So what we had was 5 people in the 60 kg. We're moving on to 65 kilograms, and we're going to see 2 fights. So these next fights are 2 quarterfinals. The winners of these will move on to 2 more fighters
Mm-hmm.
for semifinals. So the 2 fighters, Brazil and Argentina, got the bye, so they're waiting for the 2 winners of these next 2 fights.
I see.
So these 2 fighters win. So, whoever wins the next 2 fights in the morning session, they will be 65 kilograms. They'll move on. They have another fight,
Uh-huh.
and then the winners of those 2 fights will go to the end. So that's a 6-person bracket that we have here. I dig these out.
But this one, they got the bye.
They got the bye. So we've got Argentina, the winner of our next bout. We've got Mexico. This is 65 kilograms.
Uh-huh.
Jose Gutierrez is going against Bolivia. Jonathan Cruz. The winner of that will fight Argentina this afternoon. So, and that will punch their ticket to go to
the finals.
So, if they win this afternoon, then they can go on and get they fight for silver. They've got to win here and then win again this afternoon, and then they'll fight tomorrow. So you can imagine people at home. You have to fight, like we said, fight, take a lunch break, fight again. By the way, take dinner and go get some sleep, and then come in again and fight tomorrow, right? And imagine, you don't see this. Some of these fighters, even when they look great, some of the winners, they jump off the lei tai, there's something. You don't see the damage, the shins cracking into elbows and knees, and the bruises, being slammed, the kind of whiplash.
Even your hands and your feet, they
Yeah.
hurt when you hit.
Yeah, you're hitting, striking is weapons against
Bones
weapons.
against
Yeah.
bones.
And sometimes the takedowns, you don't realize the weight of the person
Yes.
coming down, just
Yes.
crushing your ribs. These all can have an effect where you can feel like you've been in a car crash.
Yeah,
And like
pretty
you
much.
said,
Pretty much
especially-
like that.
Especially day 2,
Day
right?
2 is horrible.
Because you go to sleep and
And then the body
and the
tells you,
adrenaline wears
hey,
off.
man,
Yeah.
you hurt.
Yeah, and you have to shake all that off, wake up, stretch, warm up,
Pretend that you're okay.
pretend you're okay. So yes, we have 2 more bouts in our morning session. Bout number 12, Mexico versus Bolivia in a quarterfinal bout. After that, our 13th fight of the day will be the U.S. versus Dominican Republic. I'm not sure if we're waiting for some of the fighters to make their way out. Possibly one of the officials needed to take a break or
Pause,
something.
yeah.
Pause. A lot of things you might not see. Kind of all the behind the scenes that goes into building an event like
Mhm.
this.
A lot of people involved.
So many volunteers. And that's the thing. The hosting city and country, they put so much into this. Volunteers, officials, the judges, all of the technical stuff to be able to score and project and stream. It's a lot of work to do this, and that's why it's so nice to see the sport growing.
Yeah.
Because it means that we'll have have sponsors and people interested in it. It's very good. Oh, I see.
I'll take the chance and say again, thanks to the capital government, they helped a lot. Without them, this sports not you would know it was not gonna be happening right now.
I see what we stopped for actually. They're doing some medal presentations on the other side.
I see for Taolu, right?
For Taolu.
Yeah.
So if you're watching the Taolu stream, if you want to pop over there for a second, but don't miss it. We've got 2 exciting fights left in ours. But they're having the national anthems played for the winning people at the podium for their medal awarding.
Boys champion group, U.S. won the whole thing.
Yeah. That's strong showing, huh? First,
Strong
second,
showing,
third. It's
yeah.
all U.S. in there. We've
Good
been
job.
lucky in the U.S. We've got some strong coaches that have really spent decades really cultivating and paving the way. And so now you've got the coaches. Now the coaches students now are coaching and team leaders and things like that. So that's where you can see now the youth. That's how you end up with 3 gold medals. You have a team that's so well polished that the young boys come in, they get trained at such a high level.
They still have like 10 or 15 years to go.
Yeah, but it takes a long time to get your Taolu and Sanda programs to that level.
Yes.
So, we have to be so grateful for those coaches that have come and put in the time to learn, to educate us. They are from like China, things like that. When they come and they educate us, here's the way to do it. Here's how school is. Here's how to train. Just all of that. Because in both these sports, and even more so in Taolu, you can't just be tough. You can't just be flexible.
You gotta be.
You have to know what you're doing.
Yes.
And to know what you're doing, you have to have somebody teach you. And we all learn and grow. And nothing's better than getting multiple very good teachers in your association.
Yes.
And we're seeing that. We've seen the striking out of the Dominican Republic. We saw
Yes.
Argentina dominating there. We saw some great bouts with the U.S., Brazil, obviously. All these federations are growing, and you're seeing the fruit of that growth is the level of competition getting higher. Right?
That's nice to see. I'm very proud to see what I'm watching.
Next bout, number 12. Red side from Mexico, José Lino Melendez Gutierrez.
We're back.
Blue side from Bolivia, Jonathan Sarabia Cruz. Platform judge from Mexico.
Gostaria de agradecer ao governo de Brasília por esse excelente campeonato. Então, estamos tendo um evento muito bonito. Realmente, muito obrigado à Secretaria do Governo de Esporte e Lazer do Distrito Federal. Muito obrigado mesmo. 13º Campeonato Pan-Americano está arrasando. Como brasileiro, estou extremamente orgulhoso da gente estar sediando um campeonato tão bonito, tão bem organizado. CBKW está de parabéns e todo mundo envolvido está de parabéns. I had to say thank you to everybody in Portuguese a little bit
That's
because
okay. That's okay. We're the English broadcast, but it's okay.
I am so proud of the tournament that I gotta say to them.
Yes, of course. And I tell you, this is impressive. To come here and see what Brasilia had to offer, what the association and local government did to bring this together. This is a high level competition, and it's wonderful that they made it so. We see these athletes at this high level. Also, the event looks like a high level. We have a professional broadcasting. We have, so many officials involved. All of this, the support that's needed to make this happen is so good. It's so wonderful, and sometimes it's very hard to find. So you should be very proud. This is an incredible event.
I'm a former athlete from the 90s, and back then, it was different.
Yeah, we wore cargo shorts more often too. When we kick, we wore the cargo pants. And we listened to everything on CD. We didn't have the earbuds. We had a CD player next to
I remember the tapes. Yeah.
Right.
First
Early
round.
90s cassette.
Guys.
So here we go. Mexico. Jose versus Bolivia. Jonathan.
Yeah, exactly.
Jonathan's blue. Mexico
Hold on.
Red.
red. Again, we see Bolivia, shorter fighter. Mexico, tall fighter. Good.
The
guard,
Mexican
keeping
guy
it
is a danger fighter.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, good takedown.
Yeah.
One fun.
And again, when you're that tall fighter, you just like to let them know. You throw
Guys.
that kick up towards their head, they become a little wary of like, oh no, what, you know, it's scary. Even though he blocked well, he showed the power. And now spinning back kick attempt.
Too slow.
Yeah, he just played, but with his reach, he was able to kind of be a little lazy. Oh, good cross too. Bolivia's going for wrestling. Smart move, and he gets it.
Hold on.
1 point. 1
Guys.
point. I'm worried Bolivia seems a little stiff upstairs with his head, and some of the shots look like they kind of.
One fun.
He might just have a thick neck and tough.
Guys.
So I don't want to count him out. I just don't like to take shots. His left hand's a little low, and you know Mexico is kind of coming over with that cross. But spinning back fist from Bolivia lands. Don't see too many of those. Great technique to use. You can tell Mexico, smart fighter.
He's smart.
He looks to his coach after he gets taken down.
Uh-huh.
Or no points, but off the late time. He looks to his coach. We see spinning kick technique. Inner thigh kick. That's a good idea. And a jab.
It's 1 point, right?
Mexico should play this. Oh, he's threatening that head kick again. Oh, reversal by Bolivia. And they're saying no point. It's close.
I saw a point for blue.
Yeah, I thought Bolivia got that with the reversal. They seem to think that it was same time. Oh,
Take
good
down.
kick catch. Smart from Mexico, just pressuring the head, punching.
What did he do now?
What's that?
Why did it just stop?
I think he just felt stuck out on the end. Oh, but don't overrun. See, that was a mistake from Mexico.
Okay.
You got 10 seconds left, and he runs in and gives up a point. You shouldn't have done that.
Hold on.
That's, you know, first round jitters maybe.
This is the game.
You didn't need to go in that hard.
EG.
No.
Hong
Still won. I thought he was up for sure, but I would still. For me, I'd play it safe. You hear the.
I would play it
you
safe
hear
too.
the sound
I
for
would
10
play it safe
seconds
too.
left.
Yeah.
If you think you're up, stay up. Right, don't run in because
Yes.
what if something happens? You know.
You can't even get hurt.
Yeah, just get hurt. Maybe he lands a punch and it just hurts you, and now you're
Uh-huh.
sitting there with a headache and blurry vision for a second. It's like it's not worth it. But otherwise, Mexico's playing a smart game. Bolivia's tough. He's definitely got some tricks up his sleeve. We saw him land a spinning back
Yes.
fist. You know, so he's tricky, and Mexico's got to play it safe a bit. You know, try and make sure he doesn't run into anything too deadly.
I think that Mexico is just gonna try to control the distance, make the points, and avoid to get hurt because he still has 2 fights to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, they're going to go on.
If he
Hold on.
wins,
Hold on.
he has 2 fights to go yet.
Yeah. He has to fight Argentina.
Guys.
If I were him, I'd
Second
make
round.
use of that jab. That jab was connecting, and it's connecting clean enough that it can
Uh-huh.
score. It's really sharp. Again, these longer fighters, those hand strikes look great. Spinning back fist, but
Ding.
1 point takedown.
Wow,
Hold on.
he's not
Guys.
taking the strategy we talked about.
But
Ding.
Got
He's
1
able
point
to
now.
change level. and that's smart. When Bolivia opens up, tries to punch hard, you
Run
put him
fun.
down, so he doesn't want to do that.
Ish.
Feeling each other
Studying,
out.
yeah,
You can tell they
studying
understand.
Run fun.
Yep. So blue was told they better attack. They get a count.
Yeah, it's
Five.
simple.
Count to 5, or they lose. The points go to
Run
the
fun.
opponent.
开始。
Yeah, they're playing a chess match. But that cross. Oh, and a spinning back fist. See Mexico hooking the foot on the inside, trying to stop the takedown. Oh, blue
Bing.
down.
Do down.
Run
Blue
fun.
down. There
Good
we
eye.
go. We got a good
Good
call.
eye.
Yeah,
Good eye.
good.
开始。
So blue was driving on that takedown, but in this sport, if you touch your knee down, that's it. So he's doing a wrestling movement,
Uh-huh.
but you can't touch your knees.
one.
Mexico is very comfortable.
Yep, a pointed attack. He lands a good sharp jab, and that's all he needs to do. He gets told
Relaxed.
he
He's
has to attack,
just
and okay,
relaxed.
go pop a shot. Blue needs to attack too, so
Yes.
now Blue's going to get an appointed attack. Watch.
One.
See, yep. So he goes to one and then goes to the other. And what? Mexico knew he had to come in. He threw a front kick, scored 2 points, slides back, uppercut, cross. Mexico's got it, and he knows it. That's that. He's sliding back, and he's making the shorter fighter.
Médico.
Medical?
You have some blood?
Equipe médica, plataforma de Sandá. Equipe médica.
Sometimes it happens. You get so many touches
Yeah.
in the nose or in the eye. Somebody sometimes it opens.
Well, knowing
sangre.
too what Mexico was throwing, those sharp jab and cross, you know, those go right into your mouth and nose.
Yes.
They can split your lid, bust your nose. It doesn't look like a ton of blood from here, but it's hard from our vantage point. I think it's okay. They don't seem too concerned. A lot of times what this is, they just get some gauze, they get a cotton, just put it up in the nose or wipe it, just make sure. Mainly, you see this is amateur. Versus, you know, you might be used to, if you watch UFC, oh my gosh, the guy gets hit with an elbow and bleeds everywhere and there's blood all over them. We're not going to let that happen.
Yes.
Right? So, this is definitely not fight ending for him. He's fine. I think they're just wiping down whatever it is. It doesn't look like a problem. And he seems ready to go. He says looks like they're going back. He was blinking. Maybe he got a little blood in his eye. I don't know. But good. And he touched gloves, still showing that respect. Get back to it. Oh, just misses with a head kick, but landed with a punch.
Takedown.
Mexico is running away with this.
One. Kashi.
Here we go. 10 seconds left. Mexico can
seconds to
dance it
go.
out. Oh! Hey! No. No points.
Kashi.
Yep. He went for his jumping 360 kick. We saw Mexico do that. in Worlds.
Yeah, he was having fun now.
Mexico did that in Worlds, I believe, to Spain. Broke
Yeah.
his foot, but knocked him out.
Yeah.
Hit his opponent, knocked him out. 360, jump 360
Medico.
roundhouse kick. So, yeah, that's
Servicio médico.
excellent fight.
got it all.
Equipe
Great
médica,
strategy
Guardia
on
Azul.
Mexico's part. Mexico's going to go on to fight Argentina in the afternoon.
Yurjit. Hongfang.
One.
So our Mexican fans, tune back in for the afternoon session.
One.
You know, our fighter has moved on in 65 kilogram to the semifinals against Argentina.
Sai de Equap. Hongfang Chang.
Tough fighter from Bolivia. Again, that height advantage, so tough to deal with. And again, we had a smart fighter who understood they were tall and long. They fought like a long, tall fighter. Hard to defeat. And good sign of respect. Bolivia hugging the Mexican coaches.
This
Smiles.
is something that
Yeah.
I love about fighting is that respect that we have for each other.
And Bolivia should be proud. I mean, he landed a spinning back fist. He was showing good wrestling technique. Sharp fighter for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight that guy.
Bout
so-
number 13. Red side from United States. Vicente
The last fight of the morning, right?
Blue
Yeah.
side
So we're
from
seeing Vincent
Dominican
Munn from the US.
Republic.
He is one of three
Vladimir
brothers that are
Serrano
fighting.
Contreras.
Three more
Vladimir
brothers.
Judge
Their
from
father-
Brazil.
Amazing.
Their father,
Aglenio Alves.
Benny Mung, is known for as one of the very important people in Wing Chun Kung Fu in the U.S.
Yeah.
and abroad. And so Vincent's the oldest, and it's a family affair. So they all train. They're all very skillful. So I'm excited to see Vincent, and he's going
In red.
against Vladimir Serrano
Yeah.
Contreras from the Dominican Republic.
Egypt.
And we know the Dominican
Big-
Republic has shown well in
Fish.
2 previous fights.
First
so
round.
Vincent's going to have a tough one today, I think.
Even he has this Wing Chun background. He's got some regular Sanda stance.
Yeah, so most of the people in the U.S. that are getting higher level have done some training with head coach Ian Lee.
Good reverse.
Yeah, you can tell, and you can tell.
He's a danger guy, man.
He's good kicks,
You
good
can
punches,
tell.
and understands the wrestling. He knows the game.
Whoa! Almost.
But
Ding.
never first.
Good. Yeah.
So
Lampa.
Dominican Republic going for it, but a little bit of overcommitment.
yeah.
You know,
Guys.
you land that kick, great, but if you miss, it's a big miss, right? And that's a point.
Back spinning kick is some kind of kick that you can miss.
Yeah.
When you finish, you're all open.
Leg kick, catch, and take
Takedown.
2 points.
He
Lampa.
understands the game, man.
Yeah, 1 for 2. So he got kicked,
Guys.
but he got 2 points back, so he's still up.
Good.
And you
Good
see his
takedown.
technique.
Yes.
He didn't overextend. He took
Lampa.
another step to get
Uh-huh.
that takedown.
Guys.
That's that
Smart
sign of
guy.
experience. He's been fighting a lot lately, and for the past few years, he's really been stepping it up. It's showing.
Team.
Good defense, though. Dominican Republic is still in this. I've
Guys.
seen some of those Hail Mary strikes. They are dangerous. So
Good stance.
he needs to set that kick up. He wants to throw the head kick. He should throw punches first.
Good
Damn.
takedown.
And that's it. That's all
Lampa.
for him. So 1. Yeah, so that was a takedown.
Guys.
He really should have tried to maintain staying on the lei tie.
Uh-huh.
Now it's off the lei tie. Same points, but if he goes off again, the round is over.
Same points, but
Yeah.
the round might be over.
Yeah, higher risk.
I see.
And you might say, oh, well, he's losing, so he's
Ding.
going to go to the next round anyway. But I'm like, yes, but any damage he can put in,
Guys.
Uh-huh.
you know, you can get a knockout with 5 seconds left, right?
Yes.
And especially him.
Team.
But Vincent is controlling the fight now.
Vincent's a great
Guys.
fighter.
And we're on the last 10 seconds. I think if I were Vincent,
Look
I
at him,
would
he's
just
so
look busy.
calm.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Ding.
So the sign of an experienced fighter. Why risk, especially against somebody that threw some of the heat
Yes.
that we
How far?
saw
Uh-huh.
from Contreras. He's throwing hot fire punches and kicks, right? Throwing with intent to knock
All
out.
the fighters from the Republic Dominicans, they're,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You don't want to get cocky. You don't want to take anything for granted. Vincent knew he was up. Play safe. And like we said, 2 more fights. 1 fight this afternoon. If Vincent moves on, he's going against Brazil next, right? So Vincent,
Against who?
Jonathan Souza Predo. So I have the.
Did he fight yet?
No,
he's a bye.
So he's a bye.
I see.
So that's what we're saying. So we saw Mexico's going to fight in the same division. The
Uh-huh.
previous fighter we saw, Gutierrez, he's going to fight Argentina in the afternoon.
Uh-huh.
If Vincent keeps going this way, he's got to fight Brazil in the afternoon, right? So
2 good fights to go.
he knows, okay, he's up on winning.
Judge it.
Again, why you don't do
Debate.
something stupid.
Uh-huh.
Don't throw some big kick and
Second
smash
round.
the shin into their knee. because
Yes.
You need that shin for the next guy.
Tell me about it.
Good. Oh,
Team.
nice. Now you saw Vincent try to reverse and do the throw up the
What
leg tie
for?
like we saw
Uh-huh.
Guys.
before from Argentina, but it didn't work, right? So that's a good start for the Dominican Republic.
Vladimir changed a little bit his
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah.
He's trying
Yeah.
to control a little bit
Oh,
better.
hands
Team.
down, 2 points.
2 points.
Lampa.
So we saw he didn't
Guys.
fall all the way down, but he needed his arm on the ground. or he
Uh-huh.
would have fallen. So
2
that's the
point
same.
anyways.
Vincent
Team.
reverses it. Wow, that was a hard-fought reversal. 1 point.
Vincent, his defense
Lapa.
from takedowns are very
Guys.
efficient.
See how he hooks the leg? in
Yes, I
between the
saw it.
legs?
I saw it. I
So he
saw
hooks
it.
the
I
leg,
noticed.
and he knows to do that. You see, he's very disciplined with that. Good
Good
jab.
jab. Good timing.
Yeah. Good underhook. So he
Oh.
and
Team.
off lay time.
Lampa.
So we've got 2 points. And
Guys.
if Vincent can make that happen again, he shouldn't scramble to do it. He's calm. He's not just going to run and try. A lot of people run and try to push.
Uh-huh.
But if he sees the opportunity, he should go for it because,
Team.
Good takedown.
wow. Because why not
Lapa.
end it quick?
Guys.
That was smart. He's just keeping the points up. And now you see him kind of being the counter fighter, right? Oh,
Uh-huh.
but he's going to attack a little too.
Studying each
Yeah.
other.
Oh, good.
Good kick to the leg.
And,
And
Team.
another
wow,
takedown.
2 points. Vincent did not go down with him.
Lampa. Guys.
Vincent has a great stance, nice timing, go nice and easy, very calm fighter.
后方
Yep. So he was given the appointed attack. What do you do? Fire a
Team.
side kick before they even get a chance to think about it. So he knows he's not going to lose points that way.
Yeah.
Smart. Head drag, no points here. And we're hearing the last of the round here ticking out. Definitely going to go to Vincent.
Guys.
You can see how round two, his technique just
Team.
made the other fighter
Uh-huh.
more tired, more hesitant.
He tried. What happens is the first round's a little closer. Vincent won definitively, but a little closer.
But it's
Hong
that
Kong.
he stayed consistent into the second round or even better.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to get your game back. You're trying to score on him, and what do? You
You throw a hard body kick and then he catches and takes you down. Now what do? Now you're losing even more.
Yeah,
So it just Vincent just got that lead and maintained that lead.
Yes.
That is the best feeling and the best way to play the game of Sanda. You want to kind of get the lead early, not give up anything stupid, and then just maintain. So that's high level. But I will say,
Sounds good.
Side check
Contreras had
Hong Kong
a
Sham.
different draw,
Yeah.
he might have won. You know, I would have loved to see Contreras versus Mexico, our previous
Yeah.
fight, right? Like there's so many good matchups we could have had here, and he should hold his head high. He is a good fighter. And I believe that's it for our
Are we done
morning
for
session.
the morning?
I think that's our morning session. Again, thank you all for tuning in. 13th Pan American Wushu Championships in Brasilia, Brazil.
And don't forget to follow our social media.
Yes, you can follow the social media,
CBKW.
like anything you see, fighters out there that are competing here, and when you see this, tag everything, go on Instagram, share, spread the word about Sanda. Let people know the level of this sport and get more people excited about it. The more people we have,
We
the more
finished
fun it's
this
going to
the
be.
first session of Sanda. Sideline judge, stand up, please,
And here we're going to have the judges exiting.
and march.
And so the judges will proceed starting from the corner, and they will walk and then follow each other out. So you can see these are the sideline judges we were discussing, the 5 judges that are scoring the strikes and scoring what the platform judge gives them as score.
I like this ritual.
Yeah, it's a little official, right? They do the judges march,
Yeah.
and then they meet up with the head table, recorders, and head judges. And then
Looks like to see a sport to be organized like this.
And then we see our platform judges exiting. Hey, everyone. Thanks.